Yes, hello everyone. Welcome to this stream. Okay. Yes. Hello everyone. Hello Simox. Thank you. Hey Benzo. Buga buga. What's up? Okay, let's make this. I guess we can just jump right away and I like this building. Maybe we can start with that. Hey Dmitry. How are you? I want to start with this building. See. Let me turn on my shortcuts. By the way, the project file is going to be downloadable on in Discord. Our links are provided in the description, or you can use exclamation mark Discord. Hello, Bunny with Free Will. How are you? Hello. Sorry I can't pronounce the name, but how are you? Let's start with this building. Today I want to be a little bit more detailed in my assets. So, yeah. How long does it take to make a scene like this? I think this one might take us about 2 hours. Because I want to be a little bit more detailed with this one. Yeah, so I'm creating this window here. Actually, I think the best way to approach this, let me shift D, first mirror this. No, maybe we can just do this by hand. Apply rotation. Yeah, just like that. Just want to round these edges. I think there's a better way to handle this. Just going to have an edge like that, and then just round it off like that. I can just scale this. To get this window. Okay. Now we need a mirror here. Let's get rid of these. Mirror. Let me get a concrete material. Concrete. just add an overlay, color mix overlay. Give it the same reddish look like that, and maybe you can even use this as a bump map. I'll call this post apocalypse. Make the bump less obvious. Hello Shan, how are you? Okay, and I think I'm going to use object coordinates for this. How have you guys been? How have you been? Okay. Like that. Let's start bringing in some details. So I think I can extrude this. Let me use active element. Okay. Like that. I can extrude this in. Apply the mirror, just insert this, extrude in, insert, and then extrude in. Hello Burning Bright, how are you? Glad to see you. How have you been? Yeah, I'm going to create these blocks here, but I don't want to add subdivisions to this. Hey Ganja, how are you? What's good, what's good? Let me turn on some post-processing effects here. So some ambient occlusion. Scale this a bit. Maybe even bevel this just a bit. Okay, we have that. And I can also grab this, Shift D, insert. Actually, we might need some more subdivisions here. Not sure how many this should be. Maybe. I see. Like that. Bevel. And we have that. It's great. Thanks. This texturing is looking real life. Thank you. Thank you. Let me mirror. Yeah, this time I want to make a more detailed scene. That's why you see I'm going a bit slow. I can also maybe start adding in that green. Let me get some grass elements here. Put this texture in. I think I'm going to use a noise texture like this. I use object mapping. You want some large patches. Maybe add some color ramp to get some contrast like that, and we can also get another noise map here. This one can be smaller. Blend the two. Maybe add because the wearing effect is not everywhere. Yeah, you think that's that is what is making it look more detailed? Yes. Okay. Okay. Going to grab the grass, which is this. Again, should use object mapping. Can blend, mix these two with this mask. And you can now use this like that. But this green is a bit too much. Let's play with the colors. Let me group this collection. It's much easier to handle like that, and this is going to be our mask. So I can add a mix node here. Hey, Asraj production, how are you? Can make this darker like that. Maybe make the building a bit more reflective. Okay, that's one face. Now we can add in the windows. I'm just going to grab, I think this, and if I separate it to make the process much easier for me, I'm going to add in some, let's see, first add a cut there. Add a cut there, add one there. Okay, need to slide it, line it up with that. Okay. I think we can need this to be a single face, single face, single face, like that, like that. I think we can grab these inset the faces. Just going to hit P to separate those, and then just grab this here. Just find some wood material. Wood. Okay, I'm telling now this has went too far. Please don't kick me from live or judge me every time I don't tell something happened. I'm not sure what you mean, one winged. Okay, let me use this wood. That doesn't need a bump map. Doesn't need all of this. Keep it simple. Probably also just blend it with a different material here, so we don't have too much detail. And here I'm just going to grab a glass material, non-refractive glass. Need this flipped. Like that. But this glass needs to be a bit dirty. So let me grab, what's my roughness? Let me go to my textures and grab a roughness map. Like that. Actually, this should actually be metallic, I think. So no need for the texture. And so should this ring here should be, let me call this metal. Yeah, wing, I'm not sure what wing is talking about as well. So. Okay, we have that window. Now I can just join this into one single object like that. Now we can use this to basically make the base flow. Maybe add some variation to this. Let me grab this edge, extrude it a bit like that, and maybe add some extra detail like that. All of this needs to be up somewhere like that. Okay, now with this we can let me call this block 1, window 1. I think we can make some variation of the windows. I'm just going to duplicate this. Okay, one thing I'm noticing is that these pieces here should be bigger, these blocks. should be bigger. Yes, so now I can duplicate this and basically have that connected as a single piece. But I want some of these windows to be broken, so let me make this. Actually, yeah, we need to apply the mirror on these. Hello, Adi. How are you? Okay. Let me select the glass material. Now let's try breaking it up. So we'll add some damage. Just using the knife tool. Okay, so for this damage to show very well, we need to make this room. So I'm just going to grab this extrude fill, and in here I'm just going to give this a new material. I call this dark. Let me call it void. Assign, so that it feels like there is something in the room. So I'm going to make this dark like that. Less specular like that. We have glass. Okay, now we can make this flow very easily. Turn this into an actual building with let's see, can we do 4 faces, 5 sides? Some variation again in the way things have been broken up. Grab this, Shift D, rotate 90 degrees. Okay. Now here we can just use 4. And I can have this into a collection. Call this flow. That we can duplicate this flow, this collection. It's going to grab everything. That makes some variations to this. So this top flow shouldn't have this arc. Let me see. This top flow shouldn't have this arc. So how do we get rid of that? I think we can get all these faces here, remove them, get this arc. Actually, let me just grab all this top stuff. Just grab a face, and grab this edge, extrude up, and then extrude like that. So the top, this window can be something like that. Now let me see how these look. Okay, they are just flat like that, and just these pieces just continue up, and these have a detail, a small detail here. Okay. Also, since these windows are much smaller, are they? Yeah, we can keep them like this. So I'm going to grab this, link this to this object data. Should also have the modifiers, copy modifiers, and control link object data, control link copy modifiers. Okay, we can hide that, and now we can use the instances, the floor instance and the floor one instance. Just interchange between the different blocks, and we have building one. So let me set up my camera to be here. Yeah, let's start setting. Let's speed up this a bit because I think we have been slow a bit. So let's go to cycles. Set up some sky. Looks nice. Thank you. Hello Himashu Singh, how are you? Hello IDK. Hey, please, I'm asking this from at least 3 streamers. Make one thing I ask. What do you want to? I want to make an environment like Mad Max Fury. Yeah, Mad Max Fury is has a, it has a lot of detail. It's not really an easy thing to do. Like a place where 2 huge armies gonna start fighting, and a hill there's from a main villain, or a healer looking down the army. Difference, like, yeah, that's not really any stuff to do. That's why I think a lot of streamers are not doing it, because it's kind of loud. Yeah, so now we have that this building block. I can actually just call this building, call this a building, just instance that like 3 or 4 times. In different areas. Maybe even make a taller one like that. Okay. Like that. Let's go to cycles here. need this to reflect something, so I'm just going to mirror another one. Oh. Just need something, this one to mirror. Just add a flow. Just going to give this a concrete material or asphalt. Asphalt. Okay, just search for road. Okay. The sun is a bit too bright. So something like that. I'm going to go to the building collection and turn this into a complete building. So I'm going to, let me first hide these, go to the building collection, pause this, going to grab this, rotate 180. Okay, so we have a complete building now. Okay, one thing you can see that these are missing floors. So let me go back to the building again. I have to go back and forth between these and give them a floor, which should be much easy. Quite easy. We can just do a plane. Extrude. Now we can even add a few subdivisions to this. I'm going to select a few of these faces like this, maybe. Actually, I can just select all these faces down here. Instead, if I apply in video origins, just turn them into columns like that, supporting columns. Push this. And I can repeat this for each floor so that each floor is a bit detailed. Now this can have a concrete material. So I can get rid of this. Make sure this is in the building collection. Yeah, send a reference image of what you want done, and maybe we can look at that. Okay, think now buildings look more like buildings, which is nice. Let me get some grass. I think I will use this. Use this grass here. Okay, it's facing the wrong direction. The grass is facing the wrong direction. So it should be up. And I think the camera is a bit on the ground. I just want the environment, or you can say the stage. Aditya, could you please don't spam a lot? I've seen your messages already, and like I said, what you're asking is not really easy to do. So, yeah, but like Ganja said, send a reference so that we can look at it and see if it's doable. But don't just continuously spam something that we already seen. Anyway, just move this. I think my street is a bit too wide. Let me narrow it. Your work is really awesome. Thank you, Ahmed. Let's narrow the street. Grass needs to be greener. Okay. Maybe thin as well. 0.01. Maybe taller. Let me use some more buildings. Thanks, we spent too much time working on one building. Can start adding in more buildings. Okay, let's add some trees. I'm just going to use my quick trees. Let me get this. And yeah, this. Maybe even this palm, this tree here. That's not it. I think it's the vegetation that is going to make this sell, or is the vegetation that is going to sell this. So I'm just going to grab all these trees I've just added, add them to a tree correction. Trees. Now what I'm going to do is also use my scatter, quick scatter, which you can find in the description if you want to get it. Let's see, quick scatter. Yeah, just add these as rotate, give them a random rotation. A random scale. Some should be smaller, some should be like that. Okay, let's start And I want to scatter these in the trees collection. Okay, I don't want them to be too tall. Let's see now. Hello, Kapil, how are you? How are you doing? Let me make this one, this one, it is building a bit shorter, so we have a little bit more light coming in. You're good? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. I think I might want to reduce the randomization, the randomness. Oh, you're just getting 3? Nice, nice, nice. Okay, let's change the sun direction or the elevation to maybe 25. Bring in some volumetrics. I think street would be light green. I'm not sure I understand what you mean. Let's add some street elements. Yeah, okay, starting with this, I think. Some street signs. Some should even be bent. Signs. barricades. Do you use Unreal Engine? Yeah, I use it not very much, but not very much, because it's quite heavy. It's quite a heavy engine. So instead of Unreal Engine, I want to start using Godot because it's much lighter, at least for what I want to do. Add some street signs, traffic lights. Some garbage. Now my scene is going to become very, very heavy, so I'm going to go to my quick functions and try optimize it. Okay. And as it's doing that, we're going to go to Discord. So we have 46 unoptimized images or very large images. Let me try reducing that and see. Also, we might also want to change the aspect ratio of this. Let's just wait for this to optimize the images a bit. At which text channel should I send the reference images? Just send that to, put it anywhere. Maybe just put it in the live stream renders or general. If you post it, let me know and I'll check it. I'll check if it has been. Okay, this is taking some time. What did you think which is good for environment design? Well, it depends on what you are going for, but Unreal Engine is great if you. Yeah, actually, I think Unreal Engine is good. It's really good because you can even get realistic renders from Unreal Engine nowadays. So okay, this is taking long to optimize. But, it was taking way longer than I want. So let me close that. I would make some groups for nature, and once you like the trees or grass, I would hide them so I can work better. So the issue is not the vegetation. I don't have enough trees to slow down the engine. The issue I have a lot of textures, large textures. That's why I was trying to use the quick functions to optimize it to kind of reduce the resolution. And I think the reason for that, this is really... Okay, so you can see what we have now. It's looking much better. Now, we just need to change the aspect ratio a bit. So let's make it taller. Or let's try to match the same aspect ratio. So 1920 by 1920. Okay. Thank you, Theodore, for subscribing. Really appreciate that. Let's add, what else should we add here? Maybe a character. Let's get this soldier guy. We might need more grass. I posted it in general chat. Let me see. Oh, this. Well, I think I have a tutorial some similar to that. Because I think I have an army. Yeah, I have this. You can try on watching this video here because I think it's a good tutorial on how to do that. And also this, I have a few tutorials about that. No army character. Well, if you're just looking for the environment, then you can try looking at the environment videos I've done, because I've done a few. It's no different from that, I think. Think our environment has to be can add more buildings. Yes. Maybe change the lighting a bit. 90, 180. The elevation 60. Hey Fleet, how are you? How are you doing? Play with the gamma, the exposure a bit, medium contrast. Maybe make the grass more green. Not that green. But I need rocky planet, but I cannot find force. You, by the way, good stuff you make. Thank you. Yeah, so the environment you want is it's not really easy to make. There's a lot of sculpting required to do, and with sculpting to get any good detail, you have to do baking. It's a lengthy process. It's not something that would fit in an hour or two. It's just kind of low. That's why I'm hesitant to do something like that. Trying to see what else we can do here. I think this scene is done. I'm not going to add more to this because I think if we try to add more, we just break stuff. Let me just do, I don't know. Can we make some models that we could use? Let me see what detail we're wanting here. Yeah, like I said, getting these rocks to look like this is a process. Seen some amazing art here. Let's go to Instagram or Art Session and find some stuff to do, because the apocalypse scene. Yeah, we have done it in 1 hour. I thought it would take longer, but you know what? I'm making a game in. I'm trying to make a game in Godot. So I guess I should make some assets. Game assets that I'll be using. Oh, ask, man, ask. This looks good. Sure, as you get, well, I'm still learning. I haven't really done much, but I haven't even decided on the concept yet. I'm just still playing around with a few. So right now it's just a cube runner like that. But I'm still going through different tutorials and understanding how things work. But basically my concept, I want to make, let me see, paint. Where is paint? Is this the paint application? Yeah. So the idea I have is I haven't really decided much, but make your character small, too fresh. So, no. So what I want to do is I thought of making a game where you have two islands. One has resources and you're on this island, and you always have to cross from this island, get resources, bring them here. But you have crocodiles, basically obstacles in your way, and you have this raft that takes you across and back. And so you gather resources from this island and use them here. But you also have some resources here to help you build a raft and other things at that time. And maybe we can have more islands with different resources. Maybe one with gold, stone, and each resource can be used to build something different. And each time you have to go to different islands, you have to upgrade your raft. Yeah, something like that. Sound like a fun game? Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do, and I think I should create a framework, like a time frame. Maybe in the next hour, let's make some items for that. Okay, let me create a new game here. And the reason why I chose Godot is it seems much faster to open up. It loads faster, and it doesn't really require a lot of resources like Unreal Engine when working. Let me actually create the game right now, because I have the concept in head. I'm still trying to learn a few basics. My games, call this I don't know, builder. Yeah, because I really want to get into game development. I hate just having models sitting on my PC, so I'm trying to use this as an excuse to make. No, I like how this looks. Let me see, raft. Yeah, actually, something like this wouldn't be too bad. Actually, I think the concept of having two islands and moving the resources from one island to the other doesn't really make sense a lot. So why would you not just build the raft on the island with the resources? So I think what we could do is, hello solutions, how are you? What we could do is the game could be, you have different islands, but they're infested with a lot of stuff, maybe animals, wild animals, a lot of that. So you can't really build on this. Every time you try to build anything on these islands, your homes get destroyed by, I don't know, creatures, whatever. So you have to build something, your own island, from the materials you gather from these islands. So you build your own thing like this. Hey, is it the same concept as the raft? Haven't played raft, so I'm not sure. I created some underwater world with Midjourney. Do you think it can be done in Blender? Let me see. Which you posted it where? I posted it on Discord. What? Wow, this. Wow, this looks good. Make a very basic version of this idea. Yeah, that's. I don't want to bite more than I can chew. So yeah, I'll try to do. This looks really, really. It's amazing how much these AIs can do, man. But I think, yeah, definitely this can be done in Blender. Maybe we can even do a quick concept of this, because if we don't try to make everything as detailed as this, we can even let me see if we can try this. Underwater scene. So if we are trying to make an underwater scene, let me see, let's use cycles, GPU. We would need to be in a sort of volume. These artworks are made through many different softwares, not just Blender or any other software. No, this is Midjourney, so I'm answering Burning Bright's question from this one. This is Midjourney, so it's the same software, I guess. Okay, so let's see if we can try and get this. $1920. How come I'm not seeing anything? I guess because I haven't added much. Let me see. We need this to be a volume shader, volume, principal volume. I guess if we use volume absorption, volume absorption. Volume absorption really gives a good underwater feeling. So, and let's see if I have a cube like this. Let me go to object to here. If I have a cube like this, because I want to make the city in the background, and that I think we can do. Can I download this project for free? This one we're working on? Yeah, of course. Let's do a texture, noise texture. Let's use object mapping. I want to make a fake. Why do I even need? Actually, we have buildings already, so let me use that. with lights buildings. I have some nighttime buildings, so I think we can use those. Let's see. Yeah, something like that. You see, let me make, I think the environment needs to be super big, so I can randomize this. Let me get a few more buildings. Let me see. Just need buildings with lights. Okay, think that can be enough. I'm just going to grab them, put them in a buildings collection. Buildings. Let me go to quick scatter. Quick scatter, add these. Now I want to randomize the rotation 360. Okay, because I tried to make the environment with real water, and it goes with real water. No, you just use a volume. It's much easier. Volume absorption is really gives you that depth feel. Let me see, underwater world. Actually, let me rename the stream so that people don't get confused. Give me a minute here. Make a few changes. Making a free underwater world in Blender. It's too big. Let me, where is this? Edit with paint. Resize. I just update the stream title quickly here, and the thumbnail. Okay, that's good. Still watching the tutorial about the castle in the sky, learning a lot. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to use this scatter add-on, my quick scatter add-on, just to, okay, I think I can randomize the scale a bit as well. So we need a few small one. Okay, now I can just click different areas, and we should have okay, let's see. Grab all these buildings. Let me grab some lights. I think we can just have a cube, give it an emission. Let me call this light. Shader emission. If we just use the volume 0.1, let's see, can we blend the two? Yeah, but the render becomes quite slow. 0.005. Forest. Trying to see if we can get this to work. Concrete. Add a light. Okay. Can see how the water environment can work. Let's try to make this dome. Awesome. Hope to see some of you on works on the Discord. One Day Solutions. Yeah, that would be super. Okay, let me grab this, extrude, and create this dome-like structure here. Give it a glass material. Glass. I think just going to duplicate this. Decimate it. Like this, apply, and then use and thank you for subscribing. What? Had a notification? Not sure. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Yannick Bonifoy. Let's change this to wire. Wire. I can give this a different metal material. let's make then maybe add some trees. Actually, let me just grab this ring, insert it, and then Shift D, P, Control link, copy modifiers. I like the decimate option. It's nice, yeah. It's a nice trick to get some fences. Okay, another thing I think I could do, let me get some lights. Have these massive lights here. Then they can let's have them, let me see, going to give them an area light facing this direction. Okay, so let's use 100, and I'm going to have this as a collection, so let me call this light rig 1. Let's see how this looks. Let's try okay, the light really has to be quite powerful for it to be visible here. Do I have the noising turned on? Oh, I don't have the noising turned on. Are you creating a scene from Midjourney? Yeah, we're trying to get it to look like Midjourney. And I think we can change this to the bluish color like that. Yeah, I think now things are starting to look. Actually, another thing I could do is we are wasting these buildings in the background. Let me grab them. First pause, Shift D. Let's scale them in. Actually, let me just use, let's use geometry nodes to instance these buildings. So I'm going to create a thing here, go to geometry nodes, new group, bring in the buildings collection, and let me do on faces, distribute points on faces, and then instance on points, and the instance can be our collection. That's our separate children, reset children, scale these instances down. We need a random rotation, so I'm going to do random value and do a combine. Can I do a float, a vector? Yeah. So I just need to randomize Z That means our buildings can get a nice randomization. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Omar Jarud. Thank you. Reduce the density. Use the pick instance option. Okay, now this can go inside our building. Let's first go inside the dome. Let's see how things look here. I want this to be taller. I think we can also randomize the scale of these just a bit. Actually, we can just use a random float here. Our city is not in the center. That is the scene where Top Channel is working on. How long have you been using the Blender? About 10 years, maybe more, but not consistently. Oh, the top image is what I'm working on. The bottom image is yeah, the one from Mid Journey, or the one Kanja-sama submitted. Okay, we want some background images. So let's background building. So let me just scale these up. And we have this light instance. Okay. Let me pause. Let me have this in the center so that I can easily instance it. So it's here. Thank you for subscribing, Lollipop of Doom. Thank you. Okay. Now that we have that, let me instance it as light rig there. I guess I can have my 3D cursor at the center here and just duplicate this so we have the light facing all directions. Like that. And maybe we can have an area light. Let me see if that would work. If we have an area light here, 180 degrees down here, because we need the buildings to also show. So maybe we can just have something lighting up the dome. Let me try a different glass material, non-reflective glass. Concrete. I think it's just a second viewport and turn on the right. Yeah, it's a 3D viewport with rendered. Okay, I'm forgetting what I was trying to do here. Okay, give this concrete material. Should be dark. So that's how things look without the volume. Let me first hide this for a bit. Grab the lower city, duplicate it. Just have it under there. Let's bring back everything. Can you use two gradients? The one on the top, from the top, and the one from the distance. The gradients are to do what? For the lighting? For what? Do you use an add-ons? Did you use an add-on for the nature part? For the nature part of the building? No, this is I used the add-on to import in the assets that I previously made, but that's it. But the trees, we made them from previous videos. Let's scale these down a bit. Nice. What add-on did you use to import other assets from other projects? I'm using my own add-on called the Asset Library, and links are in the description. Thank you, Surya Prakash, for subscribing. Hey, Bobby Alex. How are you? Wish I could work on something with water. My computer sounds like an airplane. Thank you for taking off when I try. Just try see if you can optimize your scenes in a way so that your PC doesn't cry when you do this. Let me add a bridge. Do I have a bridge in my library? I have this. Simple, but I think it will do the job. Connect an array to this. We can have anything we can do to make this look sophisticated. Okay. And also the sea gets more darker when it gets deeper. Oh, I think the reason why ours doesn't, because we have some lights under. We have a city under with lights, so it kind of brightens up a bit. Thank you for subscribing, Christian Benavides. Thank you. For the water, the main building is viewed sharp, like in the reference, or the main building should be viewed sharp. Okay, maybe that means we could yeah. That actually looks good. We just have to move the volume away if we want to do that. So something like that. That's, yeah, I think that works, and we can even see the buildings much better. And I think I'm going to make this metallic. Can't you use a gradient? How would that work exactly? I'm not sure where you want me. The gradient down? Yeah, so if I use the gradient, where would I have it? If I have it in the background, you have buildings obstructing. Let me show you. If I turn off all the lights we have in the scene, lights in the scene, I go to the light rig here. Okay, yeah, that's going to be more difficult than I thought. A gradient wouldn't really work very well here, because one thing you can notice is that if we have the gradient in the back, well, yeah. Trying to see how to explain this better. Let me first go back to the light rig and reduce the strength of this light. Come to these. Oh, you mean a gradient for the volume? A gradient for the volume. So the issue with volumes, let me see. When you use a dark area, it usually doesn't show anything there. Let me see. So this is currently, let me just hide, just show this. Actually, maybe this could work. Maybe you're right. We could use a gradient. Maybe scale this up. If we start with that, and let's create a gradient, a texture gradient. Ramp, convert, ramp. Okay, it's going the wrong direction. If we rotate this, yeah, 90 degrees. Okay, we have now a top down gradient. If we use that as the volume, let's see, do I need to flip it? Okay, it's not really working out as I wanted to work. I think we need a second volume for the bottom half. Yeah, maybe the gradient effect could be something that is done in post production, because I can't. I failed to get the dark area, the down area to be dark. It makes it brighter, actually, just the opposite of what I would have hoped. Looks nice. Thank you. Can add maybe a crane. Can cranes work in underwater? Not sure, but I'm going to add one. Actually, I'm going to add a few of these. They really add kind of character to scenes like this. Okay, let me even add a crane with that is carrying some stuff. So let me use a cube here. So this is like a platform. Yeah, we have some boxes on this platform. And a guy. Great. It's not very visible there where we have it. So I'm going to have this. This crane here. Down. Around. There. Grab this. Just throw in some random lights in different locations and see. Maybe can throw in some characters walking. Use the quick scatter. We get our lady. As well. And a man. Just grab these. Have them there. Repeat here. And maybe even have some characters here. Okay. Okay, it doesn't really make a lot of sense for people to be walking underwater like this. So let me come here at this, and I just give this a cone, like give them all snorkels. Do I know what snorkels are? Snorkels. Ah. Snorkels would be good, but wouldn't be able to see them. That's the problem. Let's apply the scale on this and just round this. Give this a glass material. New. How's my day? My day is great. My day is great, great, great. How's yours? Okay. I think I can also just grab this. Give it the same material as this. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Artem Lyubchenko, thank you. Okay, then all these should use the same object data as this. Object data. Control link. Object data. So grab this, grab this, grab this. Alt S. Pretty bad. There's been a lot of shading the whole country for days. Oh, which country is that? Which country is that? It's pretty unfortunate. I think I'm going to use transparent glass. Oh, non-refractive glass. Bangladesh? Sorry about that. And what could be the issue? Is it a petrol or gas prices issue, something like that? Hopefully it's not the same issue as Sri Lanka, because yeah, we're starting to see the effects of COVID start shaping. I think Sri Lanka is just the beginning. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but yeah. Anyway. Let's see if I duplicate this dome. Okay, the render is really slow, but also from the Bangladesh. Nice. The issue may be because of the new Padma bridge they finished building a month ago. Also, it's just they're setting up things. Is that the case? Well, then that's a good thing, because that's usually the bridge. Because new bridges are good. Are good things to have. So, what else can we add to this? Yeah, so I think that's it. Ganja, that's how I would approach the project. Yeah, if I had a beefier PC, maybe I could add more details, but I can already see every change I make, the render takes quite some time to change to update. Do you mind showing your wall lighting for this project? Well, there isn't much, so let me show you what is really powering the lighting of this scene. So everything looks like this. There isn't a lot of lights, except these are just like deco lights. They're not really adding much to the lighting. Oh, are they not? The buildings themselves have the textures have some bit of lights for the windows. So just to mimic that lighting in the, I guess that's part of what is creating the lighting. Let me see if I can select Shift G type, hide the earlier lights, Shift G type, hide these. So you can see how everything looks. So most of the lighting comes from the volumetrics can see if I add that, you get that, and then if I add the bottom one, we get that. I think maybe to have that gradient effect, we can amp up the density of no, we can't. Let me see. We can we? Yeah, we can make the density of the bottom one much stronger. Thank you, Sajid. Good work. I'll try the volume approach. If you need more references, I make a lot. Oh, you can share some of some Midjourney stuff. We'll try to make them and see. So let's see. Yeah, I want to go through my lighting a bit. So yeah, the effect of underwater is just being made by these two volume absorption volumes. So I have this volume mixed with a volume absorption to get me that effect. Yeah, and I think, yeah, the gradient effect can be achieved by making the lower volume more darker, I think, than the top volume. So let's see if we reduce the density of this. Yeah, you can see now the top volume is a bit brighter. Like that. Let's bring back the light rig. Now, where are my lights? I had some big lights here. And hide. Yeah. Yeah, and I think if we make the light in here more bluish, hello Fazil, how are you? No, the volume in the back here should also be. Thank you for subscribing, Rebecca Noah. Hopefully that's how you pronounce your name. I don't want the bottom to be too dark either, so 1.2. Then you can add some post-processing more effects to it. Let me see, can I? Oh, thank you, Fazil, for subscribing. I think that looks much better. Then what else can we do? Can go to my quick functions for a minute. Top channel, did you play some WRC? Yeah, but it's really hard to play on using a controller. I don't know if I'm just bad at the game. I tried playing it, but it's hard to control on a controller, if you know what I mean. Guess I just need some more practice with it. think we need more buildings in the distance. It has a big landing curve. Ah, I see, I see. That must be it, because I almost gave up. These are water people, so they don't need this dome. They can breathe underwater. Yeah, I want to be able to see them walk underwater like that. Maybe let me remove it. Let me retain it. Keep it. Just make it a bit more. More glass. Now I think I can also do this to this glass here. Needs to be a bit rough. Stream it. Maybe let me do that. Let me see if my PC can handle. So if the stream crashes, that's your fault. But I was almost ending the stream anyway. Let me see if I can have it play here. Think we are done with that scene. Thank you, Ganja, for the suggestion. Let's see. Where is... I think it's my epic launcher. You take the blame? Good. You should. It's really a heavy game. Let's see if it... I rarely play on this game, so there might be some updating required. Okay, WLC. What are the controls for using mouse and keyboard? Because that's what I have set up on this PC. And why is it not fully? Okay. You have GTA, maybe we can give you online challenges. Yeah, I do have GTA. I actually got it when it was when it was free on Epic. Unclear voice. Are you sure? Cause check controller settings. Okay. Yeah, I'm already seeing the stream is struggling. Yeah, I can see the stream is very laggy. Let me see. Yeah, it's out. Yeah, you can see this stream is very laggy. I can't really stream and play, so I'll need first. I'll need to get another PC or something. Let's see what games I have in here. Rocket League. I don't have many games, but the game I play mostly is Rocket League. Yeah, to stream games, I think I would have to first is setting on max. I don't think that really matters a lot because this PC is not really a beefy PC. It's minimum specs. Because sometimes even the game lags without me streaming, so adding streaming on top of that is yeah, so I'm going to go and learn some more Godot so we can start working on our raft game. Maybe in the evening we'll start making some models for the game if you guys are interested. Can we test GTA? GTA needs to update. Needs to update for me because I think it needs about, I don't know. Yeah, I haven't played it on this PC, so it has to update fast. 111 GB, so not on this, on my internet. It would take days to download that. All the other games I think need to update. But yeah, we'll try this again in the evening. Hopefully try to make some game assets for my new game. I'm not even sure what to call it. Going to learn some game mechanics. What exactly do I need to learn? Make character run